slide this way if you're trying to see results. Active, get active, they can't match this. I got ambition, I'm driven. Hither, man, got the vision. Stay woke, if you're trying to win, you should listen. If you're trying to win, you should listen. Stay woke, if you're trying to win, you should listen.
Hi guys, hello and help me, Hither is back. So another question, I kind of rounded up from the last video, which is really important. So I'm completely going into you, your relationships, and how it affects your self-esteem. Self-esteem is going to be powerful in your future, all your life. It's part of you. So let's figure this one out, because self-esteem is literally the magnet by which you attract either good things or bad things. Now, let me tell you a real quick fact. Self-esteem is not something you're born with, i.e., no one hits the age of 20 with like super self-esteem unless they've had a certain type of childhood, unless they've gone through certain habits, unless they've pretty much built it up as a skill. So in essence, self-esteem is a skill. A skill can be learned. That is the best news you need to understand right now, which means I don't care if you've got the worst self-esteem right now, because I'm telling you it can be fixed. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna have a quick hello to Coco. I just thought I'd bring Coco in with me. He's gonna sit here, so he may snore, just so you know. Anyway, so self-esteem, the way it works is that you literally have to build it. So how do I know? Like I said, I've been through some very low self-esteem, and low self-esteem attracts bad relationships, abusive relationships, very poor wealth in a way, so you start not making enough money, so it affects your success overall. Low self-esteem equals low success rates in humans, so we need to fix this really quick. How do we do this? Number one, I need you to figure out who is it around you that's giving you the low self-esteem. What is low self-esteem? Low self-esteem means low self-image and low standards, i.e. negative self-talk, telling yourself, and be really honest with yourself, how many times do you call yourself a failure, not very attractive, not very good, fat even. Everyone's guilty of something negative in your head. Are you just sabotaging yourself? The negative self-talk. What you could do with this, every time, a little tip for you, every time, if you want to stop this habit of negative self-talk, then I want you to put an elasticated band. You can get these anywhere, like in the shops, etc. In fact, let me just pull out, let's see, I've got some hair bands here. They're not quite the same, but let's assume they were like thicker, really thick ones. So this is how easy it is. Whenever you say anything bad in your head, I know you have to be ruthless with yourself. There's two ways people change, pain or pleasure. The pleasure of you having a healthy self-esteem is not good enough. Let's just face it. Everyone knows, oh yeah, we want to be healthy, we want to be good, we want to be like fantastic, but you're not doing it right now. So what actually is driving you is the pain. So I'm going to push you with pain, and the pain will be this. It's going to be physical pain. Ow, that hurt. So even though this is only a skinny little elastic, I want you to use a thicker one, a thicker elastic, plastic kind of band, and every time you say something negative, and I mean it, I want you to pull it and let it go, and it will hurt. You will have a blood blister by the end of a week if you do this right, because I did this, and this is how you stop self-talk that's negative, so negative self-talk. That's the first stage, number one. So every time you say anything, so you go through your day and you say, oh God, I'm such an idiot. Boom, there you go. See, I can't even do it anymore. I can't be negative about myself that much because I've done this. But before this, take me 10 years ago, I would have always said, oh, I'm not so good. That was so stupid of me. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so this. That's self-image issues, and I'm so like not attractive or not healthy, or I wish I could be better, and I looked at somebody else and I think, oh, I wish I could be like them. Pull that elastic band. That's self-image at its lowest, okay? That's step number one. Step number two, very easy. Another ruthless move I'm gonna give you is power of association. i.e., who the hell are you hanging out with? Really, like who the hell is that negative, horrible individual right now? And there's gonna be loads of them. And I'll be very honest with you, the worst ones are usually family. So it's gonna be hard, but you're gonna have to do this. You've got to distance yourself from the people who are negative. Be aware of how people talk. So if someone puts you down, or you say something like, oh, I want to learn this about, I want to start building a new qualification, or I want to be a property developer, or I want to be a financial trader, or I want to be super wealthy, I want to buy a yacht in the future. If someone puts you down and says, oh, how stupid are you? What are you doing? That is a sign that those people are negative for you, i.e. they are not celebrating your success. So simple feedback. Isn't that right, Coco? Coco is very supportive of all my big endeavors, which is why he's always with me, because he doesn't mind. So I love him. He's very healthy for my self-esteem. People I am around with, I only have the people that will be supportive of, you know, your good and super ambitious adventures in your life. Of course, you need good feedback to grow, but that's not negative. That's not like saying, oh, you are an idiot. It's saying things like, okay, you should improve here to get to that point. That's the difference. So be aware of the difference and put yourself around the right people. How do you get yourself around the right people? Well, if you haven't got the right friends, which I'm sure you probably don't, because most people don't have healthy friends when you're young, then you need to go find them. Go to networking groups, go to events. I have Fortune Academy events in London every month, so come to one of my events just for the vibe. You'll see what I mean about positive people and positive, ambitious mindsets. Be around those people. It becomes contagious and it will rub off on you, I promise. Step number 3. I want you to have a goal for yourself. I want you to really build yourself up or write weekly goals or even a monthly goal. I don't like what's a 10-year goal, because who knows who you're going to be like in 10 years. I don't know. I don't know where I'll be in 10 years, because I change my life so quickly and in such a positive way that I'm happy to assess it in a shorter period of time. The end goal is the same, but it's a huge vision. But in between, the miniature goals, they will possibly change in a healthy way. So what I want you to do is reverse engineer your future. And it could be for a week, it could be for a month. You could say to yourself, right, at the end of this month, I want to be a really healthy, bouncy, positive version of myself. And write down the characteristics that you want to achieve in yourself. I want to be really ambitious. I want to have read 3 books by the end of the month. I want to have done this project by the end of the month, whatever. And then write down the characteristics about you. What would you have to be to achieve that? Super organized, be positive, got to be around the right people around me, have to have ambitious people, etc., etc. You can say, got to go to networking events, got to watch good movies, stop watching EastEnders. That is a bad power of association. So if you really want to be cutthroat, what's your social media feed like? Because let's be honest, most of us spend a lot of time on our phones, on Instagram, on social media, which is cool. But what you follow on there could also be ruining your self-image and your self-esteem. So you've got to pick only the things that inspire you. Don't be following supermodels and fitness people for no reason. I mean, unless it really makes you filled up. But if it makes you feel, and be honest with yourself, if you watch those things and you feel, oh my god, I feel so shit, then that's not healthy. Don't be following those people, because remember, those people have their own agenda. They airbrush and they Photoshop their images, or they just starve themselves to death. They have nothing else to do but look good, and they probably are fueled by very low self-esteem anyway. So you've got to be careful who you follow and who you take advice from. Take advice from people that you want to be like. If you want to be a fitness model, then follow a fitness model. Fab. If you want to be a business person, follow a business person. If you want to be a super academic, follow a super academic. But don't follow trash. Don't follow irrelevant people. So really look at the power of association. That was step 2. And number 3, reverse engineer your goals. Everything goes hand in hand. So I hope you enjoyed that. And self-esteem is a lifelong thing. So again, if you have any questions, jump on here, ask me questions. I'm very interactive. I'm on social media myself, so if you want a bit of positive boost and you don't want to listen to trash, follow my stuff. I'm always giving good advice, and I celebrate success, and I celebrate people who are absolutely ambitious, breaking through the superficial crap and really want to make money, for healthy reasons or want to be successful and spiritually aligned and, you know, just like build their dreams from nothing and get to wherever they want. I love that stuff. So I will speak to you then. Remember, I'm here to help you. So this is not the end, it's the beginning. So enjoy and speak to you soon. Bye.
Slide this way if you're trying to see results. Active, get active, they can't match this. I got ambition, I'm driven. Hither, man, got the vision. Stay woke, if you're trying to win, you should listen. If you're trying to win, you should listen. Stay woke, if you're trying to win, you should listen.